Good evening, everyone. This is take 2. I was working on a live video a little while ago and got interrupted, but hopefully we won't have that again this time. Well, I said for a long time that I was going to be doing more drumming videos, and well, here we go. Just wanted to come and share with you something that I've been working on. Especially now that I'm able to have somewhat of a setup here at home. I've not been able to have a setup here at home for quite some time. One, I didn't have enough cymbals and hardware. Two, I didn't have the room. But we actually have been doing some spring and summer cleaning. We've made some space here in what actually used to be my music room, and then it became my wife's office, and so now it's kind of both. And I have actually enough cymbals and hardware to actually set something up here at home that's somewhat playable. Actually, some of these cymbals are old, and they're pretty much, well, except for the ride and the hi-hat, they're cracked, so I don't really use them a whole lot, but they're usable until I can get them all replaced, which I'm hoping to do that in the not too distant future. Anyway, I'm not going to belabor that point, but the fact of the matter is I've been able to set some stuff up here at home and be able to play and practice more at home, which has been really, really helpful. And I've just noticed in recent years that I feel like I've lost some of my chops. I've lost some of that, some of my abilities that I used to be able to do, you know, back in my late teens and 20s and whatnot. And, you know, part of that is because the style of music that I'm playing primarily now is not like it was back in my younger days. Church music has changed a lot, and you know, and it's you know, so I don't. It's caused my playing style to change somewhat, and so I'm not really been too happy with that. But that's beside the point. I've been wanting to try to get some of my chops back and get back to where I used to be. And I titled this video "Back to Basics" because that's what it all boils down to. Just sitting down and doing sometimes the most boring and monotonous things, but they are the most crucial. And I've been doing this now for a little while. I've been doing it at my church. Nowadays, since I don't work at my church anymore and I'm not part of the cleaning crew, instead of going in early on Sunday mornings to clean and stuff like I used to do, I go in early, get there before everyone else, sit down on the drums, and just do warm-ups. I actually made a video about this some few weeks ago. And this kind of is a piggyback off that. And just now I'm trying to get into the regular routine of just sitting down on the kit and not doing anything crazy. I mean, sometimes I do, but just getting back to basics, working on control, working on balance, and also working on my left hand and my left foot. I play double bass, and I'm trying to get my left foot stronger and more even with my right. And I'm also trying to get my left hand stronger and more even with my right hand. You know, and actually trying to teach myself to play open-handed, keeping time with the left. And once I get more improved with that, I know that's going to help out a lot. But also just sitting down and, like I said, sometimes doing the most boring but yet necessary things. Basic rudiments. Now, I do not know everything on the rudimental chart. I can't remember how many rudiments there are. There's a bunch, and some of them will make your head spin. But even just, again, knowing the basic ones, that's, you don't need much more than that. And sitting down and just, like what I've been doing, is working on just basic single stroke roll for balance and control. To a double stroke roll from there. Just let it bounce. Control the bounce. Do a triple stroke roll. Paradiddle. Double paradiddle. Triple paradiddle. That one always messes me up. Sometimes I have to slow that one down. Right, left, right, left, right. Anyway, triple paradiddle. But also, saw a drummer by the name of Thomas Lang talk about this on a recent video, and it's so true. Especially if you have a hand that's less dominant. With me, it's my left. Just the basic single strokes, building the wrist, building the fingers. Again, monotonous, maybe boring, but necessary. Especially, like I said, when I'm trying to build up your less dominant hand. And patience. Patience. Something else that I've been working on that actually I saw, again, Thomas Lang do, and actually I remember seeing a marching drummer back in the 90s up at the music store I used to work at back home in Springfield, Virginia. Double stroke roll, but without the bounce. Now, what does that mean? Now, like I said before, double stroke roll earlier, I was doing the bounce. This marching drummer that I saw, and Thomas Lang, they were doing these double stroke rolls, but it wasn't the bounce. It was 2 strokes. And see, I'm already struggling with it. I've actually been working on that for a little while. I'm getting a little bit better. I am noticing improvement, but like Thomas Lang and some other guys I've seen, they do it like mega fast. Drives me crazy. Makes me sick. I'm getting there. I'm working on it. But again, going back to basics. Doing the same thing with the feet. I think I read it in Modern Drummer one time, or I might have seen it on an interview. I can't remember who it was from, but basically it was talking about whatever rudiments, whatever you do with your hands, do with your feet. Might have been Simon Phillips, I can't remember. But basically, you know, again, paradiddles, but with the feet. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. My problem is here is, again, my left foot sometimes develops a mind of its own. And it doesn't want to do what I want it to do. Sometimes it speeds up. It's like, I don't know what it is. It's like, I know what I want to do, but it just doesn't want to obey. And sometimes I have to slow it down in order to do what I want it to do. Because my left foot has a tendency to naturally speed up and just lose control. And so I just come at it slow. And then just basic single strokes. Trying to get more power in my left foot too. And also just doing a bunch of single strokes with each foot. Now I'm just doing the left. Trying to get it to behave. I shared this in a previous video. I'm going to share it on here too. A bass drum warm-up that I read in Modern Drummer magazine a long time ago. And it's right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, right, 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 right. Then you alternate it. Left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, 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 left. Also, I've been working because I can do like a double stroke with my right foot. Been trying to build that up with the left. Again, it's stubborn. So, but I have to take it slow, build it up. Yeah. See what I mean? not wanting to cooperate with me tonight. Anyway, I think you get the idea. But even, I'm glad I'm struggling because I'm going to show you that the things that I'm working on to help me get back to where I used to be. And I mean, I'm not that far off track, but I feel like I've gone backwards a little bit. And we all go through this. But also there's some other things I learned in marching band, and try to alternate with my hands and feet. Good warm-ups. Things like I'm not going to be able to do this as fast with my feet, but just, if you're a player and you've been struggling and you feel like you don't know what to do, this is why I feel inspired to make this video. Some of you probably already know this. If I can help at least one person, then I've achieved my goal. I don't know. Like I said, I felt inspired to do this tonight. But basically, it's all about just going back to basics. And also, when you're doing some of these basic things, rudiments, single strokes, whatever, don't just keep it isolated to the snare. Go down the toms. And you get creative from there. Doing like paradiddles, but instead of doing it on one drum. Now, I've tried this. I can't wrap my brain around it yet. But I know some drummers that they can like do paradiddles like all over the toms. I don't know. I'm not even going to try that right now because it would give me a headache. It looks easy, and then I try to do it, and I'm like, ah! And just my brain don't want to cooperate. But I'm working on it. But I ain't there yet. But you can keep it basic, but you can be creative at the same time. And like something else I've been that's especially if you play double bass, without going too crazy, and you want to work on both your hands and your feet, playing a basic groove. that's pretty much it. Keeping it basic, keeping it simple, but you'd be amazed at how much of an improvement you will have over time. I've been doing this now for a few weeks, different things like this, and it has helped out a lot. And I've noticed, like, just certain things that I do in regards to double bass, certain fills that I do, like a triplet fill. That's gotten better. Then it's different form of a triplet, but it's 2 with the kick and 2 with the, and then 2 with the kick, and then left and right hand. Also, 3 with the kick. And that's helped out a lot. Also, there's a fill that I do. Learned this by accident. Just did it one night in a gig, and I was like, how did I do that? And it goes like this. Normally, if you were playing a single, you know. But using the double kick, working on these basic rudiments, basic chops, that's actually helped me develop better when I do a lot of these other more intricate things. And so I'm continuing to work on it little by little, more and more. Whenever I get the time, I'm actually trying to, now that I have this set up at home, I'm making time to just sit down and just, you know, just I had a good thing going there, and then my mind went to mush. Also used to do a lot more with my right foot back in the day. I used to do play a lot of grooves where I just let my right foot just take control. Once I learned, because when I was a kid, I didn't have that independence where it's like everything my right foot wanted to do, my right hand wanted to do. You know, so if I was, for instance, I'd be like, my right hand would want to strike in the same pattern that my right foot did. I didn't have that independence. It used to drive me crazy. Then I finally broke free of that. And once I did, that just opened up a whole new door for my playing. And I used to do a lot with my right foot, even before I started playing double pedal. And even after I started playing double pedal, I still had some friends of mine that they were kind of amazed at what I could do with just my right foot. And because of changes to my playing, changes to the music that we were playing, and really not being able to practice like I used to, I kind of lost some of that. So I'm trying to get some of that back. Where and it's getting there, slowly but surely. And also working on things like, I don't play double pedal all the time. There's going to be instances where it's just where I'm only going to have the single. So working on certain things that will kind of give you that double bass feel, like that's just one foot. Now I can do it with 2 feet. Now again, nothing really crazy. Just work on it slow. Or do the triplet. Right, left, left. You can also do this, do the triplet with both right hand and both feet. Now, if you really want to work your brain, this has been one of the hardest things that I've been trying to teach myself. Work on it slow again. Playing 12/8 in double bass. 4/4, not a problem. 12/8, different story. 12/8 or 6/8, actually 12/8. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes. That's a bigger challenge. Why? Here's why. Playing a basic 4, 3, 4, 1. You're on the 2 and the 4. Your right foot is hitting on the 2 and the 4. When you're playing a 12/8, your left foot is hitting on the snare head. So 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So doing this faster, for me, my feet get all messed up, and my right foot actually wants to hit on the snare hit. Go back to a 4/4. So actually I have to take it slow. That's actually probably the fastest I've ever played it, and I'm actually surprised I was able to last that long. I can't really get much more than that because I haven't practiced it a whole lot, but because it racks my brain. But it's also good for independence, learning control, controlling the feet. My best advice, if you're going to try to play a 12/8, just keep your right hand still and just count it with your feet. The challenging part is when you add your right hand, because it's going to want to fight with you. Again, take it slow, maintain control. I'm still, one of these days, if I get to the point where I've mastered that, what I'd like to be able to do is be able to play that groove without quarter notes on the hi-hat or the ride, and be able to play like. You know what I mean? But I don't even know if that's possible. That's some crazy four-way independence to be able to play that with that groove with the right hand and doing double bass in the 12/8. I'm not saying it can't be done. I think I've actually seen some people do it. But anyway, I've actually went a little longer than what I anticipated, but just want to share with you what I've been doing is going back to basics and kind of honing my craft and just kind of relearning some things, and just but also after all these years of playing, and now that I've kind of have time, and actually more or less trying to make more time to really get my left hand and my left foot where I want it to be. And I think I mentioned this before, but if I didn't, I'll mention it now. Especially with the hands and the feet, in regards to double strokes. Something I used to do a lot when I was younger with my right foot is, and so I think I did share this earlier, trying to do that with the left. Definitely going to take some time, but I'm, part of that is not only my left foot being, trying to get my left foot to where I want it to be. I might have to make some adjustments to the left pedal to get it. I mean, it's almost there, to get it to the response that I want it to have. Same thing with the hands. It's a work in progress. It ain't perfect, but it's getting there. But when I get to playing, whether it be in church or putting on some music, it does make a world of difference. And I can feel it, I can hear it, and I know I'm slowly but surely making progress. And that, when I'm able to sometimes just want to sit down and just do my own little personal jam, and that was actually just some really off-the-cuff stuff right there. I don't even know what I was doing. I know some of that was starting to sound a little crazy towards the end, but I was having some fun with it, seeing what I can do. But it all goes back to the basics. And so, if you tuned in this video late, just feel free to go back and watch the replay. And maybe something I've said will be helpful. And something I've learned from even the best drummers out there, guys like Simon Phillips, Thomas Lang, oh gosh, Todd Sucherman, Gavin Harrison, a lot of other ones. Be patient. Being the fastest and most spectacular drummer isn't the most important thing. It's being able to just lay down a good groove. I need the vacuum. Lay down a good groove. Keep it solid. Keep it in the pocket. Have fun with it. And so the speed and everything and the coordination will come in time. But just sometimes all it takes is you just got to sit down and just. And even all that right there, that's just pretty basic. Learn control between your hands and your feet. Keep it basic. Keep it slow. Speed will come. And that's pretty much it. I'm kind of having fun. I could keep going, but don't want to stay on here all night. I do have a family, and I just want to relax and watch some TV. But anyway, I hope that please feel free to like, comment, share. This has been entertaining. If it's been helpful, if it's been insightful, a blessing, let it be a blessing to someone else as well. But there we are. We're back. Lost connection there for a second. I just want to say, I am no Buddy Rich or Todd Sucherman or Gene Krupa or any of those guys. My buddy Brandon Reese, who's watching, I would say he's 10 times the drummer I am. Like, he's my buddy, he's my friend, and he's amazing. But I've got enough experience to at least lend a hand to help somebody out. And actually, maybe even for some of the more expertise drummers, I know that wasn't proper English, some of the more seasoned drummers out there, maybe something on this video might make them be like, hey, you know what? I need to kind of simplify it, go back to basics, do some practicing, build my chops back up. So if I've helped in any way, then I've achieved my goal. Thanks for watching. And thanks for liking. And again, feel free to comment. Feel free to share. I'm gonna keep this posted. Gonna save it, and actually also put it on Instagram. Probably put it on my TikTok as well. So I'm gonna get off here for now. And y'all have yourselves a lovely night. Love y'all. God bless. Bye.